And here we have another video for you. These two grifters wandering around, unsupervised, of course. Anybody would know you shouldn't go there.
Oh, stairs. That's nice. Let me get to see if I can get a little view of that real quick before I get too close. Nice stained glass up on the ceiling there.
He's taking photos, but let's take a look at this room here. He always says that he doesn't go where he's not supposed to. Jason Gooderman's a liar.
North conference room. The door wide open. Look at the detail on this railing.
Anybody would know that you're not supposed to go in that conference room. Anybody would know that. There's no sign, but you still should.
This is the North conference room. I don't know if we can get any lights on.
He's talking about turning on the lights. Yeah, what a jackass. What he's doing is committing burglary. Yeah, this is actually considered burglary. Legally speaking, and I got my information from a judge, actually. But, yeah, this is a burglary in progress right now.
For you here. All right, look at that.
Oh, you turned on the lights. You see a room like this, the lights are off. Does that mean you just go in there and waltz in there like it's yours? No.
It's the view outside. That's where we came in from. Nice TV, huh? Go see what's upstairs.
And forget to turn the lights off, of course. I mean, that's what it is. Okay.
Accounting and payroll, important person on a Friday.
I like to.
Yeah, right.
This glare is actually off his camera.
I feel very comfortable with this, actually. You're recording me right now.
Well, I was minding my own business until we started a conversation, so I just...
No, you weren't.
Say hello.
Okay.
So you don't want to
Hello.
say who you are and what you do?
No.
No?
I
Okay.
guess I'd like to know where you're from before I would answer questions.
South Dakota.
Okay.
I'm not trying to be secretive with you. I'm making myself as obvious as I can possibly be, right?
I mean, we do have people here that, probably wouldn't want to be on video. They're here for appointments and things.
They're not on my... I'm not recording any of that.
Yeah,
I'm
you
not
are.
recording anybody's private stuff.
And yes,
I
you
mean,
do.
and that goes... We could have a whole conversation about that. If there is anything private, they should be in a private room. I'm sure you guys have private rooms for them to go into to discuss private things, right?
Yep.
Yeah. That's all.
The onus of privacy is on you. And by the way, he does record people's VINs off their vehicles. And I just came across something earlier today. Yes, with a VIN, you can duplicate a fob. They don't ask for ID. They don't ask for a lot of questions. Yeah, getting a fob replacement with a VIN is very easy to do, doable. Grand Theft Auto, and we saw previously that he's a confirmed burglar.
But strange to start a conversation with somebody and then not want to introduce yourself. That's just... It's different in South Dakota, I guess.
Huh. It's
No.
also strange to have somebody videotaping around your clinic,
Is it?
in my opinion.
Yeah.
Well, it probably doesn't happen all that often, I guess, right? But strange is subjective.
I feel like maybe we should get married.
No, strange is objective.
Whatever you want to do. It's up to you.
Don't
May I
want to
ask
talk
who
to
you are?
you.
I'm lazy.
Lacey, nice to meet you.
Yeah.
My name's Jason. Pleasure.
Who
And
cares?
pleasure to meet you, Lisa.
Yeah,
And whoever you are. I guess, nice to meet you.
as well.
Is there, I mean, are you kind of indicate, is there anything wrong with us being here? Taking
Yeah.
some video of the building?
I guess I'd like to know where you're from. Other than South Dakota. Is it for a company or is it?
Well, let me just ask you, would where I'm from change whether or not I'm doing anything wrong?
I feel uncomfortable about this, actually. I feel like maybe we should give Dawn or somebody a call, too.
Well, I don't know. I mean, you could certainly call whoever you want, but I would suggest to you next time somebody has a camera, if you feel uncomfortable in front of it, don't call their attention to you.
Yeah, I'm gonna go check with Sue.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tell Sue I said hello.
Okay, so he's starting a
Thank you, ladies.
confrontation,
Thanks for introducing yourselves and being cordial and smiling.
but you're not. You're
That's the way
being an
the world should
asshole.
be. Appreciate you. Thank you. And we'll be in the building. I'm not running away, so if Sue wants to speak to us, we'll be here somewhere. All righty, thank you. I'd be happy to meet Sue. And you still don't want to say who you are?
I'm not very
I
comfortable.
introduced myself. I told you my name. I think
And where are you from?
You might be looking for an issue.
I am looking, wondering what you're doing.
Oh,
And I don't want that camera.
Hey, Sue. Are you Sue?
I am.
My name is Sue. How do you do? Now you know the time.
How are you? My name's Jason.
Okay.
Nice to meet you.
What are you guys doing here?
We're just checking out your building.
Okay. What
That's
are you
all.
looking for?
Nothing in particular. Just taking a look at the public building.
And that's not creepy?
So it is a public building. I
Yep.
would like you to stay away from this space here because that's for confidentiality and clients.
I've already been in that space.
Well, you shouldn't have been.
Well, it's a public office,
No, it's
a
not.
waiting room.
but it's a public area.
All right. You do whatever you're going to do. But
Okay.
at this point, I don't want you going too far in this building. Especially I prefer you.
Well,
not
I plan to go upstairs and just check I'm not, just to be clear, I'm not interested in going to any restricted areas. I'm not interested
That's a
in going to
lie.
anybody's private office. I respect keyed access.
No, you
signs,
don't.
All that kind of stuff. We're just looking to go into the publicly accessible areas of the building and take a look at the building. That's all.
Okay.
Simple as that.
What's your point? What are you guys looking for? What are you guys wanting to do?
That's just what we do. I'm
Do?
traveling and I'm taking some video of the building.
Okay.
That's all.
Take your videos in
Simple
the
as that.
public space. I would prefer that you stay out of our waiting room because that's confidentiality for our people.
Well, like I said, I mean, if it was marked,
It's for outpatient clinic, AODA. That's confidential.
no, it's not.
It does say
No,
confidential.
If it was a restricted area, it would say restricted area by appointment only,
Okay.
patients
All
only.
right. You do whatever you're gonna do. I'm asking you to stay out of that base.
I've already been in there. I can't
Okay.
turn back time.
Can erase part of your tape.
Well, I'm not going to do that. Why
All
would I
right.
do that?
All right. Why don't you go on and do your thing?
Okay. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. It was a pleasure meeting you.
Yeah.
Hey, can I just ask what your position is here?
Nope.
I can't?
No.
Okay. See what you stirred up? Yeah, see what you stirred up? You've done a good job today.
No, it's what you stirred up, you jackass.
It's an old saying, folks. If you open your door in the morning and walk outside looking for problems, guess what you're going to find, right?
And you're looking for
Can I, you look
trouble.
like a friendly guy. Can I just ask what your name is and what you do here? Don't let her freak out. Not to introduce yourself, you're the greeter at a public building, and a couple of citizens walk in and ask who you are, and you don't want to. Friday afternoons was when you work here. Well, that's more information than I wanted. I just wanted to know what your first name. My first name is Jason, just so you know.
He says you have a waiver because you filmed some people that didn't want to be filmed.
Do I have a what?
A waiver.
Do I have a waiver?
Yeah. You just filmed some people who didn't want to be filmed.
Well, I'll be honest with you. So if we're having a civil conversation here, I walked past them, didn't even film them, and they. had
yeah,
no
he did
issues
film them,
until the
actually.
one employee started
The
creating a
reality of
situation.
it is there's an issue now, so you probably need a waiver.
There's not an issue.
Okay,
There
do you
is
have
an
a card
issue.
that I could have?
I'm not. This is not a business.
So, what is it?
I explained to you what I'm doing.
No, you didn't.
You're filming.
I introduced myself. I gave you my
You're,
name.
you're
I told you what I'm
filming.
doing
You're
here.
filming buildings. You just took pictures of people who don't want their picture taken.
I walked right past them.
I
And
don't-
even if I
I
did,
don't-
Sue, they're in a public lobby.
The reality of it is,
That's the reality.
you have to have a waiver.
That's not true.
To film anybody, you have to have a waiver.
That's absolutely incorrect. Not in public. There is no expectation of privacy
All
in
right,
public.
and sitting here talking to you right now,
Right.
you're gonna do what you're gonna do. You don't really care what I say, and that's
No, if I didn't
obvious.
care what you were going to say, I wouldn't be having a conversation with you. Please don't put words in my mouth.
You got
I'm being
what?
very respectful to you. I said, please don't put words in my mouth. I'm trying to have a civil, cordial conversation.
And I'm asking
and you and
you-
your staff are attempting to escalate it.
No, we're not trying to
Sure
escalate
you are.
anything.
Sure you are. So I'm just going to continue very peacefully about my business. I'm not bothering anybody. I'm not interested in anybody's
Okay,
personal
again.
information.
That's a lie.
I would like to. I do think you need a waiver. I would like a business card if you have one.
You asked me for a business card. I told you I
Then
don't have
why
one.
don't you write your name and phone number down for me?
No, why don't you write your name and phone number down for
I'll
me?
give you my card.
You wouldn't even tell me what your position here is.
Why should I?
Well, why should I give you my name and phone number then?
Okay, because ultimately.
Come on, you know what? Let's stop the nonsense and let's stop trying to escalate this because that's not what I'm
This
into.
is not being
And
escalated.
let's be civil with one another.
And you know what? I'm not escalating this. I'm asking.
You,
a
I
simple-
believe you are.
You can believe
Yeah, you
whatever
are.
want, but that's not my intent.
Okay. So
Jason,
are we done?
you're
Are we done
escalating
with this
it.
conversation?
My intent is that yeah, I would like you guys to have a waiver for filming those individuals in that space.
Well, I'd like to be able to unfettered walk around the building and do what I do.
And you've already done that.
No, this is. the
And
only
you've
area
created
I've been.
this,
I haven't gone
a
upstairs, I haven't checked
disturbance.
out anything else yet.
Okay.
I'm coming from upstairs actually. And
Okay.
I'm just,
Can I ask who you are?
I work with services, and I'm work with Sue as well, and
Okay.
so.
Well,
human
I'll
service-
give you an olive branch. My
human
name's
service-
Jason. Can I ask your first name?
My name is Lacey.
Lacey, pleasure to meet you.
You as well.
That's how I start all my
Jason.
conversations.
Nice, nice to meet you back. So I'm coming because of noise and lobby and things like that, but.
There was no noise until I was confronted by people that are trying to escalate a situation.
Front
here.
desk and then heard voices. Anyway,
Okay.
so more so wanting just to also be aware that human service employees were not able to be filmed. That's not something that's allowed. So that's something that
That's not-
I'm
that's
also
not
just,
accurate.
I'm concerned about. this.
Yeah, it is,
All
you
right, wait, wait,
jackass.
Perspective as an employee, and I don't
Let's
wanna
not deal
go
with your
above and beyond
perspective.
what I
Let's
don't know.
let's
Please
deal
don't
with
interrupt me.
let's
Let me
deal with
finish what I
objective
am saying.
reality.
No, please don't interrupt
I'm gonna
me.
walk away from this conversation. Nice try on escalating me. You guys do what you gotta do.
Okay,
I'm
this
not
guy's a
interested.
complete
I'm
asswipe.
not interested. You're creating a disturbance, and I'm
No,
not
you're
interested.
creating the disturbance.
All right. Have a nice day. Yeah, thank you. I'm not gonna get into creating a disturbance with these people.
You
here
just
for no
created
reason.
the disturbance.
Personally,
I'm not
I feel
looking
very
through
much
the
on
camera.
this
I'm looking
spot
right at you.
Right now, so yes, go ahead.
This is all very childish to me, but that's just my subjective opinion.
Look who's
so what
being
I'm telling you
childish.
is, and this is my last time I'm going to try to say it to you.
No.
Same thing I told Sue. My name is Jason.
Who
I'm
cares?
traveling. I stopped by the building here to take a look at your health department, get some video of the outside, inside, and the surrounding areas. And I have no
No,
interest.
this is not the health department, it's upstairs, but that's why.
That's why I'm
just
going
trying to
upstairs.
too. Okay.
And I have no interest in any restricted areas, private offices. I have
That
only
is a
intention
lie.
is to stay in publicly accessible areas.
Sure.
That's a
Not looking to
lie.
violate anybody's privacy. I would assume that you fine folks don't have anybody's private information out in the public areas of the building. So I don't think there's any threat there. And I don't see what your issue is. You're obviously very upset.
Obviously, we don't trust you because we have no idea who you are. You're Jason.
Well, I don't trust you because you won't even identify yourself.
I told you I was Sue.
And I asked you, what do you do here? And you said, I'm not interested in telling you.
I'm not sure it's relevant if you won't share the same.
Sure it is. If somebody's giving me directives in their official capacity, it's relevant for me to know who you are.
And
Of
Jason,
course it is.
I also just want to say that we also, I can speak for myself and for Sue, we work with human services. We're not working with the health department, which is why you said that you're coming into this building. So
This
if
is a
you're here-
public county building.
Absolutely.
Right.
But if
Okay, this goes on and on and on.
Okay. Sounds good.
And let's see how worthless these guys are. Worthless.
All right.
Okay, the
Why are we
solution
gonna
is
go hide
not
in
with
a
the
private
police.
conversation? Let's just talk it out. I don't know what the situation is here.
I don't either, I just got here.
Okay. Well, my name's Jason. Can I ask what your name is?
Drew Borkart.
Drew Borkart? Yep. I like to pronounce it correctly. And what is your badge number, sir?
Worthless.
616.
616, thank you. Just that way I document who I spoke to.
Yeah, what's up?
No, I don't have any idea. We came in, we took a look at the outside of the building. Well, a lot of times they need to hear it from somebody in a position of authority. How are you, sir?
Good, how are you?
Doing well, thank you.
I guess, what's the?
Well, we just ran through. Go ahead.
Recording in public spaces. Okay, sounds good.
That's all we're doing.
Yeah.
And can I just ask your name and badge number so I know who was here, so who I talked to?
Officer Andrews,
Andrews? And your badge number, sir?
677.
677. And I just really want to commend you, gentlemen, on acting professional.
No, they're not
Courteous,
acting
showing
professional.
Up, getting the entire situation from both sides and making a proper decision and upholding my right to be in a public building and take video. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Yep.
And I'm assuming you
Respectful,
let.
Yep.
Oh, I'm talking to everybody just the way I'm talking to you. And I'm assuming you let Sue know that what we're doing is okay? Okay,
No.
very good. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Have a good day, guys.
Now, let's face it, these cops are worthless, as a lot of cops are. I mean, we know that.
Elementary school, telling his story for the first time as he recovers in the hospital from 2 gunshot wounds hit during the horrific massacre that took 19 students and 2 teachers' lives.
It was our typical morning, and we ate breakfast together. It was going to be a good day because it was going to be our day of awards, and some kids in my class said that hadn't gotten an award.
A bullet hitting him in the arm and lung, and a separate one striking his back. The 17-year teaching veteran hitting the ground.
Okay, if the cops can't handle some piece of gutter trash like Jason Gutter Trash, a frauditor, well, they can't handle a school shooting. I'll tell you this, as a former cop, if you can't handle the minute minion tasks, you can't handle the major ones. You can't deal with the frauditor, can't deal with the school shooting. Okay, let's agree that the police are useless. They're worthless. I mean, it's plain as day. There's just too much evidence to ignore. I've cut out a lot of this. Jason goes through offices and he goes through restricted areas again and again and again. He says, well, I don't go through keyed access doors. Well, he does. He commits burglary. He doesn't pick up anything, but he does commit the act of burglary again and again and again. Let's all agree that Jason Gutter Trash is a liar. And let's all agree that the solution, well, it's not with the police, so the solution lies elsewhere.